Hey guys, hi, welcome to my channel. I am Chris, this is Radhakrishna, and today we're going to talk about IIST because on Quora there are a lot of questions about IIST, and I seldomly have the patience to answer all these questions because everything leads to same points. So in this video I thought of discussing about IIST and answer all of these questions that people ask me, and maybe people get satisfied with my answers. Now, the first questions first I get is how to get into IIST, and during my time, mine was the last batch, that is I have entered IIST in 2012. That means till 2012 we had an exam, separate exam called as ISAT. So I got into IIST through ISAT. Maybe my rank was around 100, I guess, all India. So after ISAT, somehow the college has decided, or the government has decided, that we need to stop ISAT and we need to take in the consideration the marks of JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, as they are taking for NITs and IITs as well. So the entrance into IIST is through JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. And as far as I remember, you need to get good marks and good rank in JEE Mains and be qualified for JEE Advanced to even apply for IIST. And I think the admission is on the marks of JEE Mains itself, on the lines of NIT admission. So once you have your main score and you're qualified for advanced, you can apply with the recommendations and all those guidelines that are posted on the website of the college IIST. That is, website is IIST.ac.in. AC.in is an academic institute domain last name. So IIST.ac.in, Indian Academic Institute IIST. Now, when you go into IIST, there are lots of different groups. You can call it branches, people call it engineering branches. Now, before, in my time, I am a graduate of physical sciences, that is BTech Physical Sciences, but now there is no BTech Physical Sciences anymore. They have converted that BTech Physical Sciences into BTech Engineering Physics and an MTech or MS, following by your interests after 3 years. So it is a dual degree now. Whatever I studied, BTech Physical Sciences, was 4 years. Now it has been closed. Now that has evolved into 5 years dual degree. You get in BTech and you get an MTech or MS, depending upon how you do in your 3 years and what are your interests aligned to and what you want to do in your future. Now, apart from BTech and MTech dual degree engineering physics course, you have two more courses, that is BTech Aerospace and BTech Avionics. Okay, so both of those courses are 4-year courses, and they are mostly aligned to, BTech Aerospace is aligned to mechanical engineering, and BTech Avionics is aligned to electronics and communication engineering. Now, whatever branch you take, you are going to be introduced very deeply and very thoroughly to all those engineering branches as such. So even if you are in BTech engineering physics, you'll go through a clear detailed lab of mechanical engineering, basics of mechanical engineering, basics of electrical engineering, and you'll be taught all of those communication engineering principles and modulation, demodulation, antenna theory. Everything comes into picture. Now you need not worry, because the programs are designed as such to get you introduced to all those sorts of principles that are being used in all the ISRO centers. And now when you talk about ISRO centers, ISRO is such a research hegemony that you will have almost all sorts of engineering in the principles that you design or in the research that you follow. So all those engineering courses that you take at IIST will be having a thorough introduction to almost all dimensions of science and maths as well. So you have heavy maths there. Now that is basic introduction to aerospace, avionics, and the dual degree engineering physics. Now if you want to know more about those courses, it is available in the website IIST.ac.in. Go into admissions and our courses, you'll get a lot of detailed information. Now you might not be knowing about each of those courses in details, because me as well and lots of my juniors and my colleagues or contemporaries, what we felt was somehow before joining we thought of those courses as something, but when we felt those courses, when we sat in the lectures and listened to it, it was completely different, right? So the expectations are it's not like they don't meet your expectations, but it's completely different because the domain is different. You don't understand after your 12th. You don't think that after you are prepared for IIT you know everything. That's the point that I want to make here. There's a lot of things that you don't know. So keep an open mind. because our education system is as such, because in the 4 years of your graduation, there's a lot of mental and physical change that you're going to go through, and your preferences, your priorities, everything will change. So everyone in India or elsewhere in the similar education systems has to decide on some branch before these 4 years, and you have to get committed to learn through those interests, because somehow in your childhood you decide that okay, this is my interest and I have to follow this, but after 2 years of studying that, lots of people get frustrated by the subject, because they don't feel it that they expected that. But you have to stick to it. That's what I'm saying, because the questions are here about education system and how your life is at IIST, and all of those things I'm telling you indirectly. You go anywhere, not only IIST, you talk to people at IIT. There are people who have done geological engineering or geoscience and are right now doing data mining and all in computer science. So you change. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You change in those 4 years. You're not a person who is a passer of 12th. After you graduate, you are going to be a different person, completely different person. So you just stick to what you have felt in the childhood, and you get through those 4 years. You'll get a graduation. You know a lot of knowledge, right? And in the same time, parallelly, you're going to have a lot of time. Okay, you're going to play. You're going to learn a lot of different things. So don't stick to something that you don't like. You commit to something, you learn, but on the other hand, you do what you like as well. So you will have a complete all-round picture and a satisfaction for yourself that you're studying, you're learning, right? And also, I'm talking about physical sciences or engineering physics as such. There's nothing called as material or important questions, culture as such, because the lectures are itself a textbook for you. Now they recommend you sort of textbooks, but all you have to do is you have to listen to the lectures, and you have to note down what are the topics that are being discussed, and you have to study it on your own. Then only you are going to understand, and you have to use internet, and you have to understand what is the in-depth analysis of whatever they are teaching you. Okay, it's not about what lecturers teach you. Lecturers are only there to guide you. You are the one who has to learn. Okay, this BTech or MTech or whatever it is laid only because you have to learn, because after this graduation there's going to be very, very tough phase of your life where no one is going to guide you. Okay, you are the one who have to guide yourself, you have to motivate yourself and all those things. Okay, so during your graduation, don't feel that no one is guiding you and all, because lots of suicides and everything is happening these days. So all those questions I'm answering right now, please don't get down. You motivate yourself and you commit to something, and you see that you are through. Okay, and even if you fail, you talk to your friends, you talk to your professors, you talk to counselors. There's no problem. You have a problem and you have to solve it. That's the problem. Okay, running away from your problem won't solve anything. Now, let's close about the culture of education. Now let's talk about life at IIST, right? So IIST is very far from Trivandrum, and Trivandrum also is a small city when you're coming from big cities like Hyderabad or Chennai or Bangalore, or if you're coming from Bombay, it's a completely different culture. You don't get to see a lot of people, and also the people you see in IIST, you will know everyone. You know all of your seniors, you know all of your juniors, because there are only 160 around people in your batch, and there are only 4 batches, right? So it's a very close community, and they are like your family. But you don't expect the lives to be as rich as the local colleges. Local colleges will enjoy much, but here you are to learn. Here you are to discover yourself, your technicality, the academic that is in your mind. You are here to discover yourself. Now, if you are really bored in IIST, you can always go out in the weekend, but the drive is hectic as well. You have to sit in the bus and it is boring. I didn't like it. I only seldom went outside. In one semester, I went maybe 2 to 3 times or 3 to 4 times maximum to buy stuff and to get my things done in the city. Trivandrum is a small city. There's only one McDonald's, one KFC, one shopping center, Big Bazaar, one shopping center, Pothys. Now I think it's developing, but it's been it is hard, guys. The life, if you want to have as local college guys have, it is hard. And also the people, some are conservative because it is a college in Kerala, and you have to deal with people, different types of people. Not everyone is conservative. There are some liberal people as well, but you have to be in your limits and all. you don't expect all these things and such a high education, so you don't compare it with IITs in a culture. But okay, you'll get satisfied if you're an academic mind. If you're not academic mind, you want to enjoy as well and you want to study as well, it's not going to happen. You can playing is not an issue, you have lots of grounds, but you will not have a city life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now after the 4 years, as I've said, the recruitment is going to take place, and the question I have here is, do IIST students get direct placement at ISRO? Now till my batch, that is 2016 pass out, if you have a CGPA of more than 6.5, you're going to get accepted into ISRO. They'll give you a job for sure. But after our batch, the bond has slightly changed, and now if you are in the vacancy list and if you are in the top position of the vacancies, like for suppose there are 20 vacancies in ISRO, and if you are in the top 20 of your batch, all of your 20 are going to get jobs, but after the 20 you're not going to get jobs. So this is the clause. If you're ready for it, you can go and study at IIST. And the academics and all is perfectly fine. The labs are world class, the campus is world class, the professors are world class. All the thing that there is you have to be in top to get a job. And there's also a placement cell at IIST. Indian Navy and all these government institutes come to recruit there, and also there are lots of different Tata Advanced Systems, and there's a lot of different artificial intelligence companies. TCS has come for recruitment, so it is on an average, I must say it is okay, but there is only one batch which has gone out after the new bond, so you need to better talk to them. And make sure that you talk to someone before you come to IIST, because all of the alumni will guide you very better if you talk to them personally, because they will know you, who you are when you talk to when they talk to you, okay? And when they will put you in the college, and they'll imagine if you're suitable there or not, and they'll tell you all those problems. If you're ready to solve those problems, you can go to IIST. So this is everything about IIST. And if you have any more doubts, if you have any more comments or questions, you can directly post here, okay, and I'll be ready to answer all of those questions, and maybe other IISTians will also help you in answering your questions. So this is Radha Krishna. If you have any more questions or comments, make sure you ask them before going to IIST and before taking a decision. We'll meet in our next video. Goodbye. Signing off.